the dollar store still worth it? Okay, so here is the deal. Currently, you're hearing a lot of people talk about inflation. What is inflation? Well, you ever hear people being like, I remember back in the day where soda was 25 cents and now it's $5 at the movie theater. That whole thing, right? And even, I'm not gonna lie to you, I could even say things like that. Like, I wholeheartedly remember back when movie tickets were $10 and now they tend to be $12.50. Inflation, the idea of the actual dollar, becomes of less value as time progresses, right? So sometimes, however, inflation gets a little bit too intense, right? Prices begin to rise a little bit too quickly, things start getting a little bit more expensive, and the idea of the actual dollar starts losing its value, and that's when we have a problem. When that dollar that you used to have, it no longer buys you a soda. In fact, it may no longer even get you a gumball. Are gumballs still worth 25 cents? Anyway, that's your crash course on inflation, but one thing that people have really taken note of is two things. One, the idea that in Arizona is now no longer 99 cents, it is now $1.25, and the dollar store is now the $1.25 store. So some people are like revolting and protesting this, and I'm wondering, okay, with inflation going on, now that we kind of know what it is the dollar store still worth it? Now, I thought we should test this out, run to the dollar store today and pick up some prizes, because side note, fun fact, I also would like to say, students respond very well to reward systems, right? Fun fact, if you say, oh, you're guaranteed a prize every month, but if you don't show up to class or you don't show up trying your best work, then you're, at a risk of losing that prize. That actually is a very rewarding behavior system. It's a way of giving a consequence, taking away a prize, while still making it positive, still giving a child something, right? If you didn't know, learning specialist, right? So we are now going to do a quick little run and a quick little short review, and let's see just how good the dollar store still is, and if it's still amazing and we can still get amazing things from our students. Inflation, dun dun dun, scary flame background. Anyway, let's check this out. We have places to go, people to see. Let's go check out the dollar store. Well, that was magical. Let's do a quick product review. Let's see if it is still worth it there. I'm not gonna lie, it was so much fun. I feel like we already almost have our answer after seeing all the fun things that were there. So, we have full-on 100-piece puzzle sets. That is a complete win, if you ask me. Complete win. These keep my students very entertained. Also, for you teachers and educators out there, very good for spatial perception and spatial recognition and things like that. The fact that you can get Frisbees for $1.25, I mean, come on. These I feel like should be like $5, $1.25. Yeah, I know they're not $1 anymore, but I feel like, come on, this is a solid, end of the month prize. I got 3 of them. Like, this is solid. So, really? I mean, come on. This is impressive, right? My students love Pop-Its. It can reduce stress for a majority of the population, but it doesn't always help with concentration. $1.25, worth it. This is not for my students. That is mine. Okay, literally, let's see. So, markers included, a coloring sheet. I do think this is definitely $1.25. I get it, inflation has knocked it up 25 cents. I still have yet to see something where I'm like, oh no, it definitely should have been $1. I mean, like, come on. Really? Like $1.25? I have some artists, students that are artists that love those end of the month prizes. And then you even have jump ropes for $1.25. This might be the only thing I can't decide. It's either these should be $1 instead of $1.25, or they should be like 50 bucks, because they're amazing, but also not, I don't know. This is the only thing that maybe we shouldn't have gotten for $1.25. Basketball, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. My Little Pony, movable legs, 4+. Yeah, maybe should have been $1 instead of $1.25. 7 out of 10 would still recommend. LOL dolls, Lego pieces, fake Lego pieces, make it blocks. That sounds suspicious. They're not Legos, they are make it blocks. Make it blocks and LOL dolls. Yes, $1.25 each, definitely worth it. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. See, these cars, right? Like, I feel like cars and like cars, yo-yos, these are some quality. This is like plastic. Plastic isn't expensive, but this plastic can be. This is very much worth $1.25. We do not need to be freaking out at the dollar store by raising that just a couple prices. That's just not needed. All these cars, $1.25 each, right? $5 for all of these. That is so worth it. So when it comes down to it, most things were all $1.25. Let's go ahead and focus in on that. Most things were $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Coming out to a total of $67.44 for basically like a year's worth of prizes for my students, to see them happy every single month, to see that they know that they are putting in their best work and they get rewarded for that. I still 100% count the dollar store as a 10 out of 10 highly recommend for teachers and student prizes, even though inflation has knocked it up to the $1.25 store. That's all for today. Make sure, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check out my other channels. And of course, I hope this helps. Okay, bye everyone.